So here we will create boolean is contextual mode enabled. First we will assign the false. Okay, now go to the adapter and inside this method view holder we will check main activity dot is contextual action mode is enabled, and we will put in if condition. If add in if condition, if it is not enabled then it mean we have to hide this checkbox. So holder dot checkbox dot set visibility, and here we will add the gone. Mean it is not enabled, then it mean we have to remove this, otherwise we have to enabled. So holder dot checkbox dot set visibility, and here we will visible. Okay, now holder dot checkbox dot set enabled, set checkbox checked, and here we will pass false, mean that it will not checked. Okay, go to the main activity, and here we will create option menu, and here we will add the menu. So get menu inflator dot inflate r dot menu dot normal menu, and second parameter is also menu, and finally return true. Okay, now when we click on that item, let's say I click on this one, we will enable the contextual action mode. So go to the adapter, and here we will view dot set on long click and pass the main activity. Okay, now we will implement in main activity. So go to the main activity, or you can type here alt plus enter to make main activity implementations, and press OK. Now go to the main activity. Here you can see here is the method, and also implement over long click method. So here we will enable the contextual action mode. So first we will assign is contextual action mode is enabled to true, and second parameter, so second thing we have to do, so toolbar dot get menu dot clear. First we have to clear the menu, and then toolbar dot get menu dot add the item. So here you can add the item or you can add the menu. So we will call the inflate method, that is inflate menu. So r dot menu dot contextual menu, that's it. Now finally we will return true. Okay, now here we also, so toolbar dot set background color, and here we can assign the color. So get color r dot color isn't. So here we will initialize one more text view. So first text view, so here we can say item counter, and initialized it. r.id dot item counter. we will go to the adapter. So here we will add the method set on click listener. So implement on click listener, and here we will implement that method, and also we will call that method. So checkbox dot set on click listener, and here we will pass this. Now inside this on click method we will call another method, that is inactivity dot make selection, and here we will pass two parameters. The first parameter is the view and the second parameter is the get adapter position. Okay, now implement this method in main activity. So create this method in main activity. Here we will create an other list, that is selection list. So here we can say just duplicate this array, and here you can say selection list, and just initialize this selection list. Selection list is equal to new array list. Okay, now here we can say if view, and here we will typecast it, that is checkbox and dot is checked, and I think here is bracket missing. Okay, now is checked, and we have to add the item in our new selection list. So selection list dot add, and here we can say image list dot get, and here we will pass the position, that is get adapter position. Okay, now otherwise what we have to do, just remove the item. So else we have to remove the item, selection list dot remove, and here we can say image list dot get and pass the position. Okay, now one more thing, we have to add the counter. First we have to create the counter that will appear on the app bar. So how many items we have to select it. So just create the variable int counter is equal to 0. Now update the counter. Let's say I update the counter plus plus, and here we can say counter minus minus. Okay, now we have to add this counter to text view. So here we will create the method public void update counter, and here we can say so item counter dot set text, and here we can say counter and item selected. Okay, and here we have to add this plus. Now call this method in this method if statement and this statement, and also we have to put the brackets. Okay, now first run the application. Okay, our application is successfully running. Let's long click on any item. Here you can see our contextual action mode is enabled. Now before this we have to remove this 0 item is selected. So just go to the toolbar and just remove this text, because we have already added the text in main activity. this one. When our contextual action mode is enabled in long click method, over 0 item is selected. And also we have to add adapter, image adapter dot notify dataset change. Okay, now what we will do, we have to remove the item. So here we will create the method that is on option item selected, and here we will create the method. First remove this return. So here we will create the if condition, if item dot get item id is equal to r dot id dot that is delete. Then what we will have to do, we will create another method. We have to call another method in our adapter. So first we have to return it, and here we will create another method that is remove item. Okay, now here we will pass the array list, so we will pass the selection list. So we will call this method by adapter, so image adapter dot, and this method will be available on the adapter, image adapter. So here we will create another method that is public void remove item. So first let's copy that remove. Okay, or you can press alt enter to create the method in our image adapter. So cut it from here and add at the end. Okay, now here we will remove the item. So create the for loop and int I equal to 0, I is less than selection list dot size and I plus plus. Now here we will remove every item that is available on this selection list, and we will remove the list, sorry, we will remove the item from this list, that is this one. Okay, so list dot remove, and here we will pass the selection list dot get, and here we will pass the position, that is ith position. Okay, now here we will call the method notify dataset change. So run the application again. Let's long click on any item and select any of them. Let's say select one, and here you can see item 1 is selected. Let's say select 2, and here you can see 2 items selected, and uncheck this, only 1 item is selected. Let's click on this delete. Here you can see item is deleted, and we have to remove this contextual action mode. So go to the main activity. Here we have called this method that is remove item, and here we will remove contextual action mode. So here we will create another method that is remove contextual action mode. So create this method inside this main activity, and here we can say is contextual action mode is equal to false, and item counter dot set text, and here we can say my app, and also we have to remove this menu item. So toolbar dot get menu dot clear, and toolbar dot get menu dot or you can inflate the layout. So inflate menu r dot menu dot normal menu. Here we have to add the normal menu. We have to call another method, that is counter. We have to assign 0 and selection list dot, we have to clear that, and data notify, adapter dot notify dataset change. Okay, now everything I think working fine. Now let's run the application again. Okay, our application successfully running. Let's long click on any item. Okay, our contextual action mode is enabled. Let's add any item to our item selected. Okay, now here you can see items are selected. Now let's click on this delete, and here you can see our contextual action mode is disabled. Now we have to change the background of this contextual action mode because it is disabled now. So here we can say toolbar dot background, and here we can say get color r dot color dot color primary. Okay, now one more thing that we have to do. So here is the problem, we have to set the title to the item counter. So item counter dot set text. Here we have to set the text, it is not here, it is below of this initialized item counter. So item counter dot set text my app. Okay, now we have to get support action bar dot set display home up enabled. So here we can pass the true, otherwise when we remove this contextual action mode, here we can pass this false. Okay, now in this on option item selected, when we click on this home icon, we will remove this in else condition. Else, here we have to check else if item dot get item id equal to r dot it's android r dot id dot home. Okay, in this case we will remove this contextual action mode. Okay, and adapter dot notify dataset change. Okay, now everything looking perfect. Now run the application. Okay, now our application successfully running. Now here you can see my application name, and let's click on any item. Long click on item. Here you can see our contextual action mode is enabled. Now let's click on this checkbox. Here you can see one item is selected, and you can select any other item. Here you can see 2, 3, and let's say I unselect of this item. Here you can see 2. Now let's click on this delete. Now here you can see item is gone, and also our contextual action mode is disappeared. So if you have any question, please ask me in the comment section. Please like my video, share my video, and also give me suggestion to creating the tutorials. Thanks for watching. See you in next video. Take care. Bye.